All right. Shalom. First and foremost, I want to give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashim, Yahweh Shai, Bahashim, Rakha, Kodash. I want to give double honors to my apostles and elders, great millstone, who teach very well while I learned this truth from, and salutation out there to the hopeful elect, who continue to push his word in all truth, faith, and sincerity, and also shalom to the men, women, and children who sincerely believe upon the words of Yahweh Hashem Yahushua. And today, basically just going to call this video a big service, man. Because we're not pushing out this word for nothing. We're not pushing out this word for vain, man. Because for the lack of our words, the words that we're saying is actually coming to pass right before our eyes. Matter of fact, let's go ahead and start off with Second Ezra, the 15th chapter, man. Because like the scripture says, a prudent man foreseeth the evil and hiding himself, man. How do you know that there's evil coming if nobody don't tell you? You standing in the middle of the street and the cars are coming. If somebody don't yell at you violently or violently snatch you away, then you're going to be taken. That's the same thing with the prophecies, man. This is the book of Second Ezra, 15 to verse 1. It says, "Behold, speak thou in the ears of my people the words of prophecy." And that's what we speak, man. We speak the words of Yahweh Shah, man. About what we speak about the famines, about the MOTB, that thing, man. Revelation 13 and 16. That's one of the major prophecies that's been getting ready to come to pass. We speak about World War III. We speak about the upcoming famines, the upcoming sedition among men. You know? And it's not really us, it's the spirit of Yahweh Shai that's moving through us, man. Continuing on, it says, "Which I will put in thy mouth, saith the Lord." Because it's not like we write these things down. We say we got a seminar. When I say these words, no, man, everything is of the Holy Spirit, man. The service that we're doing is of the Holy Spirit. Let's continuing on them. "And cause them to be written in paper, for they are faithful and true." So everything that the prophets are saying, it shall come to pass, man. And we prophesy about the downfall of America. We prophesy about the Lord destroying this place. But guess what? We also prophesy about the returning of the nation of Israel, man. Let's go ahead to the book of Nehemiah. This is the book of Nehemiah 1, and I'm going to start at verse 1. Verse 8. Salaki. It says, "Remember, I beseech thee, the word that thou commandest thy servant Moses, saying, If ye transgress, I will scatter you abroad among all the nations." Yes, man. Because, basically, you going to the covenant, Deuteronomy 28, 15 on down, for lack of better words. Guess what, man? When you really go into it, we the ones that's messed up, man. It's not like Yahweh Shemal Shai messed up, or Yahweh Shemal Shai, he didn't uphold the part of uphold his end of the deal. No, it was Israel's fault, man. Because when you read Deuteronomy 28, 1 through 14, it tells you, if you do listen to me, but once you go into 15, it says, "But if you don't listen to me, this is going to happen, man." And that's the reason why, us as a people, the Black, Latinos, and Native Americans, that's the reason why we went into slavery. That's the reason why we're the first, the last one hired, the first one fired. That's the reason why we're fucking slaves today, man, because we transgress our power. But the Lord, him being a merciful power, is a door of redemption, man. It's a window of grace that the Lord have opened unto us, man. Because a part of the Lord opening this grace unto us is opening this word unto us, man. Basically, so we can get on his good side. Verse 9. It says, "But if you turn unto me," what mean what? If you listen unto him and get on his good side. And that's what we're trying to do. We're trying to get brownie points with the Most High, man. It says, "But if you turn unto me and keep my commandments and do them, though they were of you cast out into the uttermost part of heaven, yet will I gather them from thence." Yes, even though I did turn my back on you, the Lord said he's going to turn his face again unto us, man. Continuing on. It says, "It will bring them unto the place that I have chosen to set my name there." Because basically, for the lack of better words, man, Yahweh Shema Shai, he's going to put his name upon the elect, man. He already put his name upon the elect. That's the wah. And again, the only way, and the only reason why you understand the name, and the only reason why you understand the scriptures, because you can understand the word, man. You can understand this divine service, man. And the water Yahweh Shema Shafalet for opening our eyes. Because continuing on, it says, Now, these are thy servants and thy people. Because hey, we doing the work of the Lord, man. Again, you trying to for lack of better words, we're pleasing the supervisor, we pleasing the boss. So Lord willing, we can get a raise, man. And I'm not talking about raising riches. I'm talking about we're actually raised up into the sky and being delivered from ICBM nuclear missiles, man. Read this again. It says, now these are thy servants and thy people, whom thou hast redeemed by thy great power. And a part of that great power is what? This word, man. By thy strong hand. Now, who is their strong hand? Yahweh Shai. Why? Because Yahweh Shai, he is this word. Psalms 40:7. Lo, I come in the volume of the book. It is written of me to do thy will, O Lord, man. Because hey, even when you go into it, Yahweh Shai, he knew that he had a mission, man. Just like today, we have a mission today, man. And the job is not done until the Lord say so, man. You know? Let's get this real quick. Let's go to Romans 12 and verse 1. Because again, a part of us returning unto the Lord and a part of us getting on the Lord's good side is what? Teaching, man. Romans 12 and verse 1. I beseech you, therefore, brethren, by the mercies of the Most High. Why it says by the mercies of the Most High? Because this word is a way that the Lord give you mercy, man. True mercy. This is by the mercies of the Most High that you present your bodies a living sacrifice, wholly acceptable unto the Most High, which is your reasonable service. Yes, it says that you present your bodies a living sacrifice. How do you present your body a living sacrifice? You sacrifice your time, man. Let's get something real quick. Because, hey, matter of fact, I could just quote it. It says, what? Seek ye the kingdom of heaven first, and all these things shall be added unto you. So it's a reward for, guess what? Making your body a living sacrifice, man. And it says, holy and acceptable unto the Most High. Because again, for lack of better words, the scriptures say obedience is better than sacrifice, man. Because if I say, yeah, man, I want you to sacrifice me some lamb and turtle doves, and you come back with fruit, then I'm going to be mad. That's not going to be acceptable in my eyes. And that's the same thing with Yahweh Shema Shai, because it's not like you can return to the Lord on your own time, man. When the Lord said, come here, it's not, no, hold on 1 second. Read this again. It says, holy, acceptable unto the Most High, which is your reasonable service. Meaning what? You should be doing this, man. Nobody should tell you to do this. Now, real quick, let's go into this word service, man, in the Greek.
Strong's G 2999, Latria. Latria.
And that's the spirit. It says Latria, like a tryout. Latria. It says what? Service rendered for hire, any service, administration, the service of the Most High. Because again, this is a divine congregation. It says the service and worship of the Most High, according to the requirements of the Levitical law, right here, to perform sacred sacrifices. And it is a sacred sacrifice, us going out on the highways and byways, man. Brothers doing the sit down. Sometimes brothers have sage burning, incense in the background. That's how you can feel the seriousness of it, man. But let's go to the Strong's definition. It says what? Ministration of the Most High, i.e. worship, right here, divine service. So, hey, this big service in this big congregation, for the lack of better words, is divine. So that's why we need it. Because again, the Lord, he sucked out certain men to do what? To call back his people, man. And they weren't going to be called back through song and dance. They wasn't going to be called back through, a rap song. No, they was going to be called back through what? This word, man. Because that's, for lack of better words, there's no gimmicks over here. It's not like we got to do a two-step and dance for you to believe, man. No, the only thing we do is throw out the word. If you catch on to it, then good for you, man. But if you don't, then bad for you. Real quick, let's get this real quick, man. Let's go to the book of Baruch. Because at the end of the day, we were sent out to actually push out this word, man. To do what? To gather in the hopeful elect. Because only the hopeful elect will believe upon the words of Yahweh Shema Shai. This is the book of Baruch 5 and verse 5. Arise, O Jerusalem, and stand on high, and look about towards the east, and behold thy children gathered from the west unto the east. And yes, you gather your children from the west, the east side, the west side, and they're everywhere. They're scattered everywhere, man. it's a call on a deacon here. For lack of better words, the Lord, he's saying, my crew, let's go, man. Continuing on. It says, from the western to the east, by the word of the Holy One, because only the elect, the hopeful elect, will only hearken unto the word or hearken unto the one. Continuing on. This is rejoicing in the remembrance of the Most High. So how can they rejoice in the remembrance of the Most High? Or how can they hear the word or basically return to the word if the preachers don't be out there, or the other prophets don't be out on the highways and byways teaching, man? You know, let's get something real quick. This is the book of 1 Timothy 4. Jump it down to verse 16. Because one thing that should drive you in this truth is what? Salvation, man. Being delivered from the dangerous things, man. Even being delivered from yourself, you know? That's one of the things that we desire, mercy, man. And we already have received mercy by the Lord giving his word unto us, man. Let's get 1 Timothy 4 and 16. Take heed unto thyself and unto the doctrine. Continue in them. Basically, continue in the things that you are taught. Continue in the word, man. Because, hey, you can read the precept 1 year ago, and you can read it, you know, you can read it again 5 days later, man. That precept is going to be more expanded, for the lack of better words, man. But it says continue in them, which means what? Endure, man. In doing this, thou shalt both save thyself. Yes, you're going to deliver yourself by basically continuing in the doctrine and believing. It says, for in doing this, thou shalt both save thyself and them that hear thee, man. And that shows you the importance of the believers too, man. Because hey, it wasn't like back in the day, when Yahweh Shah was on the field, for lack of better words, it wasn't like it was a million prophets, man. If I'm not mistaken, it was the 12 in the 70, if I'm not mistaken, man. But at the same time, through the spirit and power of Yahweh Shah, the Lord, he had more prophets out here, but it's more believers than prophets, and nothing wrong with that, man. Because why you gotta listen twice as more than you talk. So if you believe, if the Lord ain't put the spirit on you to go out there and teach, if you just believe, that's a beautiful thing, because that's an important part of the ministry, man. Just going back into the title of this video, a big service. Let's go right here to the book of Jeremiah 3 and 15. It says, and I will give you pastors according to mine heart. Yes, man. Which means what? We are set up by Yahweh Shah. It's not like we're set up by our own merits. Continuing on, which shall feed you with knowledge and understanding. And that's what men have did. Men, apostles and elders and the men that taught us, they fed us with wisdom, knowledge, and understanding, man. Which actually is going to lead to the saving of our lives. Let's go to Jeremiah 23rd chapter. Because again, it's like you. Because again, man, the Lord have set up certain men to call the nation back, man. Let's go right here. Here you go. Jeremiah 23 verse 4. And I will set up shepherds over them, which shall feed them, and they shall fear no more, nor be dismayed. Why are they not going to fear no more? Because they're going to have comfort, man. They're not going to be dismayed no more because they're going to have comfort. And wisdom, knowledge, and understanding bring comfort, man. That's why we're not fearing when Esau's going to come down. That's why we're not fearing the things of this world, man. We fear Yahweh Shah because he's the one that controls everything, man. Read this again. And I will set up shepherds over them, which shall feed them, and they shall fear no more, nor be dismayed, neither shall they be lacking, saith the Lord, Yahweh Bahashim Yahweh Shah. Which means what? Lacking in faith, lacking in wisdom, knowledge, and understanding, man. Why they're not going to be lacking? Because the Lord have set up the prophets that go out there on the highways and byways to preach this word, man. You know? Let's get this real quick. This is the book of St. John 21 and verse 15, which shows you the importance of this ministry. And as you can see, the title of the headline is The Love Motivation. You go into the word love, that word love actually means teach, man. Somebody not aware that your breath stink, somebody pull you to the side like, here go a piece of gum. Things like that can show that a brother truly love you, man. Read this right here. This is the book of St. John 21 and 15. Because, hey, we get cut with this word, man. But those cuts, for the lack of better words, hey, they're healing, man. They're healing the wounds that we suffered in Babylon, man. Let's read this real quick. St. John 21:15. So when they had dined, Yahushua said to Simon Peter, Simon, son of Jonas, lovest thou me more than these? Because Peter was a fisherman. He had a family and things like that. And Yahushua said, let me holler at you. You love me more than you love that. Peter was probably smacking down on it, man. He said unto him, Peter stopped and said, he said unto him, yeah, Lord, thou knowest that I love thee. He said unto him, feed my lambs. So Peter, you can tell Peter ain't said, yes, Lord, you know that I love you. He said, Lord, you know I love you. What you mean? Yahushua said, if you love me, then feed my lambs. He said unto him the second time, Simon, son of Jonas, lovest thou me? He said unto him, yeah, Lord, thou knowest that I love thee. He said unto him, feed my sheep. So he said unto him 2 times, man. And he's just nailing it in his brain. Continuing on to verse 17. He said unto him the 3rd time, Simon, son of Jonas, lovest thou me? Peter was grieved, man. Just ask me that ask me that all day, man. What you mean I love you, man? For lack of because you got to think about it while you in it, man. But Peter was grieved and said, like he kind of excited. And he said unto him the 3rd time, Simon, son of Jonas, lovest thou me? Peter was grieved because he said unto him the 3rd time, lovest thou me? And he said unto him, Lord, thou knowest all things. Thou knowest that I love thee. Yahushua said unto him, feed my sheep. And that's the importance of this big ministry, man. Or this big service, or this divine service, this divine ministry, man. Because this ministry is just not gathering regular old people. No, this ministry is gathering the elect of the Most High, man. So yeah, I might just pray this video. If I want to say, call Allah Yahweh, Bahashim, Yahushua, Bahashim, Rakha Kodash, Shalom, PTA, and the Baba.